I think it's so interesting how discussions about identity and about emotional intelligence are coming up at the same time. It they compound each other. Is that the right word? I don't know. But until there's a certain amount of emotional intelligence, it is very hard to really understand the identity that we're working with. And I feel like that's really important as we move into next year where we are talking about truth. So, without that bit of identity that is gifted us with our emotional intelligence, without that, it becomes kind of like just talk. And I just find this so interesting. I'm watching the birds fly around above me. I just find it so interesting how people like to identify with things, but we might be a little bit separated from what our identity actually is. Identify, identity, awareness, emotional intelligence, truth. Very interesting. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I just feel like it's so interesting, and I feel like this is very important for light beings at large, and I'm just going to go ahead and make this that video. Light beings at large, if you are one of those, email me, lightbeingsatlarge@gmail.com, and we will connect for resources. That's the whole point of why I started these videos, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that don't really understand why they have a different set of emotional abilities to deal with, a different set of light, things they see, things they experience, things they choose to do. Why is it different? Why is it different? Why did you come here to this planet and it's so different than everyone else around you? There's a reason. And I feel like a lot of us are trying to figure that out right now. There's a lot of people walking around. It's a beautiful day. See? Boop. She was just over there. Anyhow, so here's the thing. Without taking the time to work with what we've been given. Is she really walking up behind me? Okay, I'm gonna wait a second. Her earbuds probably made her not realize that I was sitting here talking into my camera. Okay, so emotional intelligence is going to help us provide a certain je ne sais quoi to our identity, right? And while we learn those things and we define what it is that we're doing here, the truth comes out. And it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's important. I mean, we all have different reasons why we do things and how they come out and all of that, but when it comes down to it, most of us, especially people that are paying attention to this, they just want to help. And what I see happening is that there's an abundance of assistance going out and not so much self-care or taking time to understand why they even want to put out so much assistance. And I don't think it's bad to help people, but there's going to come a time where you have to figure out your own stuff. You have to figure out your own stuff so that you can help more people without depleting yourself. Because there's a lot of things out there in the narrative that will tell people like us that we're not doing the right thing, that we're too sensitive, that this is bad, that people are going to take advantage of us. People are going to think you're not confident, which is the thing that people tell me. I used to not be confident. Now you guys are just projecting, okay? Not you, but the people that have come to me recently telling me that I am not confident. I am very confident in what I'm trying to do. The thing is, people are constantly questioning the things that I say and do, right? I'm used to that. That's my whole lifetime. But now I feel like I want the answers and I am in the energetic space to find the answers, and I'm not yet ready to provide the answers. Now, this might be kind of confusing if you're not an energy person. That might be extremely confusing. But what I've understood is that sometimes we're given a view of the things that we're going to do, and we get so excited, they feel so right. Yes, I found my thing. But we're not quite ready yet. You still have work to do to get there. So that's why some of us get so confused, because we've been given this view of future. And I'm not saying I can see the future. I just mean we get a little, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like for a little bit you're given a veil or a shawl, and it feels so good, and you're like, oh yes, 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 and then it's gone. It's a precursor to something to come, for something that is yet to come. And this is something I don't quite understand, but I'm definitely seeing it happen. It keeps happening in physical and in my head. So someday I'll be able to talk about this. This is the whole reason why I do these videos, because I think it's so important that I am able to talk to you about this, okay? But for now, what I would recommend, especially going through into the holidays, is if your emotional body is rampant, take care of it. Override the need of the family, which is so hard to do. And it's not selfish. They might call you selfish. Find things that are going to support you now so that you can move further into emotional intelligence, so that you can find the place where you can work from. Find your inner being, your identity, your spark, that thing that will give you all the things that you need, that are already there. It's just that it's hidden, right? This is why I have a yoga practice. This is also why I guide yoga. It's because there's so many things that are hidden that we don't have the resources to tap into. Now, I know a lot of people go to therapy and stuff like that. That is fantastic. This is a little bit different. If that works for you, then I might be adding confusion. It's like adding salt to salt. I don't want to do that. You know, you want a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. You need a mix. So if that causes a question for you, let me know below. Because I'm no therapist, but, you know, I mean, maybe there's some way that I can explain it a little bit better. Because like I said, I'm learning here. So for this week's Light Beings at Large, if you email me, if you're inspired to send me an email, tell me what in this video has inspired you to do that. That's all. I need some information. I want people to email me. I created that email specifically for this project because I need us to have a resource. I'm finding amazing people that you're going to want to be connected to. People all over the planet. They have resources for you. Probably better than I am. I feel like I'm the person that's going to be giving the things, connecting people. Here's a link, here's a book, all that stuff. Why? Because I really wish people were doing that for me. And yes, they are. But in the beginning, no way. It took me a while to find the people. So now I'm here going, hi, I think I can help you. Send an email, check my Instagram, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and someone somewhere will connect. Okay? Okay. Thank you.